I have some predictions of what's going to happen because I just mentioned new Battlestar Galactica. What I think is going to happen, because they mentioned in this episode, Ro mentioned to Picard that Frontier Day is coming up. The fleet is going to meet in one place to celebrate, and the security plans aren't being shown. We know LaForge's character, LeVar Burton, is going to be coming into the series, and we know he is running the Fleet Museum. So here's where I think they're going with this. I think during that event, that Frontier Day event, Starfleet's going to be all in that one place. There's going to be an attack in the Federation. And I think LaForge, much like in new Battlestar Galactica, when the fleet was attacked there, and Starbuck was going through the museum pieces to get the old Vipers out to protect what was left of the fleet in Galactica, I think that what I'm predicting is going to happen is during Frontier Day, there's going to be an attack. All the fleet's going to either be disabled or so far away they can't help. And what they're going to do is they're going to go to the Fleet Museum like Starbuck went in that museum to get those old Vipers. We're going to see the Enterprise D again. We might even see Voyager again and maybe something else. And those old ships are going to come through and they're going to save the day.
They did say that the whole fleet is going to be on display for Frontier Day. And that kind of mirrors the 1978 Battlestar Galactica when they had all of their fleet together to sign some peace treaty with the Cylons. And the Cylons took that as an opportunity to attack not just the fleet all in one place, but also...
Well, they sent their fighters being fueled by tankers at the fleet. And then they sent their base stars to the planets to take out the planets.
Yeah. So, going forward, it really looks like this story is probably going to be a mashup of both versions of Battlestar Galactica.
I hope Terry Matalas is done with Star Trek after this season. We are 60% in. This is not going to get better. It's just not. Molly and I were talking. We don't know if this is for sure. But when Geordi mentioned about that Wi-Fi or whatever that he called it, how ships communicate with each other, and that's how you're going to be able to figure out somebody's location, that somehow is different than the transponder. And if you remember from our last week review, when we suggested they were going to steal from the new Battlestar Galactica. Oh my gosh, all these new ships have this technology I guess you can't rip out of it. But hey, the old ships don't have networking. They're before networking, this type of network. So I hope that I'm way wrong and I'm just thinking worst case here. But I hope they don't haul their ass to that museum and jumpstart one or several of those ships and rip off Battlestar Galactica. Because I joked about it last week. Now I'm starting to get pissed off if they actually do it. This show is such a joke. It is a joke.